altitudes and attitude.
Yeah.
Is that how I say it?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, because
Yeah.
sometimes I think
It's very hard to
attitude
say.
and altitude.
We call it A&A for short.
A&A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's a vital record.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. The songs are great on that.
Thank
Are you
That's
writing
really,
those
coming
songs?
from you? Thank you so much from that. That sincerely, that feels good.
Oh,
Thank you.
man, I mean it.
Thank
Are
you.
you writing those songs?
Yes,
Damn,
most of
dude.
them. Yeah, other than 2 of them. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm very proud of it.
Great work on that.
That was a lot of time. You know, you have all this stuff built up.
Yeah.
And being in the band Anthrax, you can't put songs like that on the record.
No, yeah. Well, they're hard, but they do seem more poppy.
Yeah.
This is like, I mean this in a good way. I don't know if you're gonna take this the bad way, but it would remind me of like almost like a harder version of the Foo Fighters.
I take that as a great compliment.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Because it's meant that way. And because it's like, it's real great songs, you know?
Thank
and it's
you.
like,
It's
also
about.
somebody coming from a band that's like, oh, that guy writes killer songs.
Thanks,
like,
man.
Yeah.
Coming from you, that means a lot to me. And to tell you the truth, it's when I hear people, even Anthrax fans,
Yeah.
say that, wow, I didn't know you had this in you. That is the ultimate payback right there, you know, because I never did this.
Yeah. Well,
And-
what's cool too is it's got a hardcore thing. Is that what you? I don't even know like the different facets of how you classify metal, but
Yeah,
it's
me
got a hardcore thing.
Mhm.
But it also is like a guy like dealing with like an old like somebody of our age, like dealing with those issues in the lyrics and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude.
Which is different.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for that. And
Yeah.
for me, lyrically, get it out. I mean, that's why
Yeah.
the record's called Get It Out.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm like, even now, I'm writing now, and I'm going through some serious, like family, life stuff, you know.
Yeah, me too,
My
dude.
mom's sick, so I'm going through all that stuff.
Right.
And I can't believe the stuff that's coming out lyrically. I'm like, oh my, maybe that's too personal.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you ever do that? You ever
Yeah.
do like maybe that's too much, and people aren't. I'm sorry, I just spit on you.
That's all right.
But I'm getting emotional. But you ever just want to pull it back, and they say, no, I shouldn't pull it back because maybe somebody else is feeling this.
Yeah.
And needs help with dealing with it. Maybe it could help somebody.
Have you ever read this book by Brene Brown called Daring Greatly?
No.
Well, this author, Brene Brown, she also gives like TED Talks on vulnerability. It's kind of exactly what you're talking about.
Wow.
And how like the power of vulnerability and how like that is where our courage is,
Yeah.
you know, in being vulnerable, like what's seen, you know, especially like for dudes, like, oh, it's weakness, but it's not, it's the opposite. It's courageous to be vulnerable.
Yeah. Don't you feel the need to get, and for me, I need to, it's like cathartic.
Yeah.
It's totally cathartic to get it out and literally just, look, you could be crying during lyrics, whatever it is, but if a musical piece makes you feel like that, and I can let it out now on this.
Yeah.
It's the platform.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel like with Altitudes and Attitude. It was a great platform just to get all of my, you know, my father taken off, all that stuff. And you have the abandonment issue. I have a lot of abandonment issues. Obviously, I'm all screwed up, but a lot of therapy. But I think music is a great therapy. It gets it. It gets it to a good place where you can almost balance it out. Well, Dave and I have been doing tours forever, and we're the bass players of 2 metal groups in this genre thing. So we've always had camaraderie.
Megadeth.
Yeah, Megadeth and Anthrax. We toured together a lot, and we were doing a lot of bass clinics together, and bass clinics.
NAMM and stuff like
well,
that.
NAMM, a company like your bass company, like Hardkey, my bass company, a guitar company, ESP, they want to promote their gear. So they ask you to go do bass clinics in front of a crowd.
And
so you invite them in,
and
they hopefully sell some guitars and basses and amps. So we do that, and we do it around the country, and they're quite successful with Dave and I doing it. So we're playing jams. Dave and I would get together at the end of these things, and Dave and we were jamming, having fun. And after one of these things, he said, "Why don't we just start writing songs so we could start doing this stuff?" And at these clinics, those songs became Altitudes and Attitude.
That was his idea?
It was his idea to starting to work together.
Yeah.
So I just started.
And you were already writing songs.
I was already writing, and I started. What do you think about this? Yeah, and everything's like and then it just became. And then he came up with a few things, and it all worked out. And then we brought it to Missy and Robert, and thankfully they dug it, and it all worked out that way with Megaforce. So, and then we did some great touring. We had some fun. I don't think we should have done more touring. But it's just our schedules. He's got his own thing, and he's doing a solo thing that he's doing now, Dave, which I don't want to get in the way of. So it's not as easy to tour as you think now as a starting up band.
Right.
So we did the van thing. We did a run of the States. We did a van thing. That was fun. But again, our schedules are pretty crazy, but I like to do. So now I'm diving into like, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm diving more into like the solo thing. Just more of the same. I'm writing songs.
Yeah.
Just maybe putting my name on it.
Yeah.
Right. Taking that step again. The courage thing comes into revealing that, and this has always been me.
Yeah.
But how does that happen? And,
and well, maybe like also if you're going to do solo, then it kind of gets away from the metal thing too, probably.
Absolutely. It's not metal. It's more rock, like the Altitudes and Attitude.
Yeah.
It would be more.
But that still has a metal vibe to it too.
Yeah, it does. And this is more rock and roll.
Yeah.
This is more rock and roll for sure.
I feel like that's where you're going, more towards there.
That's exactly it.
Like solo wise, why not?
Why not?